In our last session, we have discussed various types of farming practices that are included in the category of subsistence agriculture. Now we will discuss in greater details about commercial agriculture. Commercial agriculture refers to cultivation of variety of crops on a large scale for widespread distribution by sale of agricultural produce. Grains, fruits, vegetables, spices, etc. produced by commercial agriculture are sold in wholesale and retail markets at local, national as well as international level. Unlike subsistence farming, it is much extensive in the following aspects: the scale of operations, use of technologically advanced tools and machinery, employment of skilled and unskilled labor, obtaining high agricultural yields by using good quality seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, etc. Commercial agriculture is practiced in developing as well as developed nations of the world. It contributes significantly to primary economic activities and substantially to the gross domestic product of a country. This is now the predominant form of farming in Southeast Asia, United States, Central America and throughout the world. In most countries, farmers involved in large-scale commercial farming use modern technological aids and machines, high-yielding seed varieties, chemical fertilizers and pesticides, irrigation systems to enable high productivity which ensures higher profits. In addition, farmers also receive substantial government support aimed at increased domestic production and exports. Practices in commercial agriculture can be broadly grouped into following categories: extensive grain farming, plantations, horticulture or floriculture or market gardening, mixed farming or livestock rearing. Let us discuss each one of these in details. Extensive grain farming. Large scale cultivation of crops such as wheat, oats, maize, barley, soybean, rice, millets, pulses, sugarcane, cotton, oilseeds in the fields with area usually more than 200 hectares is termed as extensive grain farming. As the area under cultivation is large, the farmers use variety of mechanized equipment or machines for performing farming activities like ploughing, sowing, application of fertilizers and pesticides, watering and harvesting. This suggests it requires substantial capital investment to undertake commercial large production of such crops. Plantations. Large scale cultivation of cash crops such as coffee, tea, rubber, spices, coconut, cocoa, tobacco, bamboo for supplying to various manufacturing plants for further processing into variety of products is termed as plantation farming. The plantations are usually large tropical estates owned by individuals or companies who have invested in the manufacture of certain agro-based products. Plantation crops such as tea, coffee, spices, rubber, etc. in India are mainly confined to the less populated remote hilly areas of South and Northeastern India, mainly Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Assam, Meghalaya, West Bengal. The important factors affecting this type of farming are a large capital investment to develop and maintain plantations, availability of skilled personnel to operate and manage plantations, knowledge and understanding of plant biology, procedures of growing and harvesting the crops for obtaining maximum yield, optimum climatic conditions for cultivation of desired crops, availability of labor force to work especially during harvesting season, single crop specialization, a good system for storage and transportation of agricultural produce. Horticulture and floriculture. Horticulture refers to cultivation of flowers, fruits and vegetables on large scale in order to supply for consumption by sales or for processing in manufacturing plants. The term floriculture is exclusively used for cultivation of flowering and ornamental plants. The farm size may not be necessarily very large, and methods used for cultivation may be both traditional and modern. A good knowledge and scientific understanding of the plant's life cycle, nutritive requirements, environmental and climatic factors influencing plant growth, etc., are required to obtain maximum production of optimal quality of fruits and vegetables. Also, it is beneficial to have good facilities of storage and transport available closer to farms due to perishable nature of final produce. A type of cultivation termed as market gardening helps address this situation better. It involves cultivation of vegetables and fruits in areas closer to cities and towns to meet the demands of the urban population at better speed while maintaining fresh nature of the supply. Cultivation is carried out in relatively small area with use of skilled and unskilled manpower, tools, fertilizers and irrigated water supply. This helps to obtain production of vegetables and fruits in quantities sufficient to meet the urban demand in vicinity of the farms. A good and rapid transport network carries fresh fruits and vegetables to urban markets regularly, which helps in getting good price for the agricultural commodities, thus making better profits on immediate sale of commodities. Mixed farming or livestock rearing. Mixed farming refers to cultivation of crops along with raising domesticated animals on the same farm. Different crops may be cultivated including variety of food grains, oil seeds and sometimes even fruits and vegetables in a field. Simultaneously, livestock of animals like cattle, sheep, goats, pigs, horses or donkeys may be raised in an area close to the field. The crop residue or agricultural refuse materials can serve as feed or fodder for the animals being raised, while animal dung is used as manure to increase fertility of the soil in the field. In addition to this, certain products obtained from animals such as milk, wool, meat or hide can also be sold commercially to gain additional profits. Thus, two mutually beneficial enterprises are interwoven and integrated during mixed farming and it yields fairly high economic gains. Mixed farming has following advantages. It protects the farmer against the risk of market variations in prices of agricultural commodities. It enables better utilization of labor and land throughout the year. It helps in the maintenance of soil fertility in environment-friendly, sustainable manner. It helps in reducing farmers' expenditure on chemical fertilizers. Summary. Commercial agriculture is the cultivation of variety of crops on a large scale for widespread distribution by sale of agricultural produce in wholesale and retail markets in regional as well as international markets via exports. Farmers which are involved in large-scale commercial farming use modern technological aids and machines, high-yielding seed varieties, chemical fertilizers and pesticides, irrigation systems to enable high productivity which ensures higher profits. Commercial agriculture can be broadly grouped into following categories: extensive grain farming, plantations, horticulture or floriculture or market gardening, mixed farming or livestock rearing. Extensive grain farming is term used for large scale cultivation of crops such as wheat, oats, maize, barley, soybean, rice, millets, pulses, sugarcane, cotton, oilseeds in the fields with area usually more than 200 hectares. The plantations are usually big tropical estates owned by individuals or companies where large scale cultivation of crops such as coffee, tea, rubber, spices, coconut, cocoa, tobacco, bamboo, etc. is undertaken for supplying the produce to various manufacturing plants for further processing into variety of agro-based products. Cultivation of vegetables, fruits and flowers on large scale for commercial sale, either for consumption or for supplying to agro-based industries to produce variety of other products, jams, juices, pickles, medicines, perfumes, etc. is termed as horticulture. Mixed farming refers to cultivation of variety of crops like food grains, oil seeds or fruits and vegetables in a field while simultaneously raising domesticated livestock of animals like cattle, sheep, goats, pigs, horses or donkeys on the same farm. Do it yourself. Find out which oil seeds are cultivated on large scale in India and where. Which state in India is the largest producer of sugarcane? Which state in India is well known for its spice plantations? Grapes cultivated on large scale are supplied to which industry for producing high priced finished product? Can you suggest why manures are environment friendly alternatives to chemical fertilizers?